Every year, the National Education Association hosts the biggest celebration of reading there is, Read Across America. I'm Becky Pringle, president of NEA, and I'm here with poet and author Kwame Alexander.
And I'm here to celebrate with you, Becky. Read Across America, because I believe in what NEA is doing to inspire students to read and to love reading. I wrote the crossover with young people in mind. This is the book that I wished I would have had when I was their age. A book with characters that not only looked like me, but had the rhythm and the flow and the confidence and the cool. And a book with empowering words. Because ultimately, I believe the mind of an adult begins in the imagination of a child.
And what better way to spark that imagination than through poetry and music? We're so excited to have you here joining us for this story concert. Let's go to the next episode of The Crossover.
This week, I get my report card, make the honor roll, watch the team win Game 9, volunteer at the library, eat lunch alone 5 times, avoid Miss Sweet Tea, walk home by myself, clean the garage during practice, try to atone, sit beside JB at dinner. He moves. I tell him a joke. He doesn't even smile. I do his chores. He pays no attention. I say I'm sorry, but he won't listen. Basketball rule number 7. Rebounding is the art of anticipating, of always being prepared to grab it, but you can't drop the ball. The nosebleed section. Our seats are in the clouds, and every time Dad thinks the ref makes a bad call, he rains. All Mom does is pop up like an umbrella. Then Dad sits right back down. JB's got 19 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's on fire, blazing from baseline to baseline. Dad screams, "Somebody needs to call the fire department, because JB is burning up the place." The other man calls a timeout. "Dad, JB still won't speak to me," I say. "Right now, JB can't see you, son," Dad says. "You just have to let the smoke clear, and then he'll be okay. For now, why don't you write him a letter?" Good idea, I think. But what should I say? What would I say, I ask him. By then, Dad is on his feet with the rest of the gym as JB steals the ball and takes off like a wildfire. Fast break. He's a backcourt baller on the break, a running, gunning, shooting star, flying fast. JB's fixing for the glass. Bounce, bounce, ball beside him. Now he's getting flyer and flyer, climbing higher and higher sky. He nods his head and pumps a fake, explodes the lane. Crisscross, ball crisp, and takes the break. Kaboom! Above the rim, a thunderous, almost dunk. That elbow sent JB kerplunk to the floor. Foul. Like a strong wind, Dad rises from the cloud, strikes down the stairs, swift and sharp and mad as lightning. Flagrant foul, ref, flagrant foul. He yells to everyone in the gym. Now he's hail and blizzard, his face cold and hard as ice, his hands pulsing through the air, his mouth loud as thunder. He tackled JB. This ain't football, ref. Dad roars in his face. while JB and his attacker do the eye dance. I want to join in, offer my squall, but mom shoots me a look that says, stay out of the rain, son. So I just watch as she and coach chase dad's tornado. I watch as she wraps her arms around dad's waist. I watch as she slowly brings him back to wind and cloud. I watch mom take a tissue from her purse to wipe her tears and the sudden onset of blood from dad's nose. The next morning at breakfast, mom tells dad, call Dr. Youngblood today or else. The name's ironic, I think. I'm sorry for losing my cool, dad tells us. JB asks mom, can he go to the mall after practice today? There's a new video game we can check out, I say to JB. He hasn't spoken to me in 5 days. Your brother has apologized profusely for his mistake, mom says. Tell him that I saw the look in his eyes and it wasn't a mistake, JB says. Profusely. Adverb. Pouring forth in great quantity. As in, JB gets all nervous and sweats profusely every time Miss Sweet Tea walks in the room. As in, the team has thanked JB profusely for leading us into the playoffs. As in, mom said dad's blood pressure was so high during the game that when he went into a rage, it caused his nose to start bleeding profusely. Article 1 in the Daily News, December 14th. The Reggie Lewis Wildcats capped off their remarkable season with a fiery win against Olive Branch Junior High. Playing without suspended phenom Josh Bell didn't seem to faze Coach Hawkins' undefeated Wildcats. After a brief melee caused by a hard foul, Josh's twin Jordan led the team like GW crossing the Delaware. With a first-round bye, they begin their quest for the county trophy next week against the Independence Red Rockets, the defending champions, while playing without Josh Filthy McNasty Bell, the Daily News' most valuable player. Mostly everyone in class applauds. Congratulating me on being selected as the junior high MVP by the Daily News. Everyone claps except Miss Sweet Tea. You're mean, Josh. And I don't know why they gave you that award after what you did to Jordan, jerk. JB looks at me. I wait for him to say something, anything in defense of his only brother, but his eyes, empty as fired cannons, shoot way past me. Sometimes it's the things that aren't said that can kill you. Final Jeopardy. The only sounds, teeth-munching melon and strawberry from mom's fruit cocktail dessert, and Alex Trebek's annoying voice. This 14-time NBA All-Star also played minor league baseball for the Birmingham Barons. Even mom knows this answer. Hey, Dad, the playoffs start in 2 days and the team needs me, I say. Plus, my grades were good. JB rolls his eyes and says to the TV what we all know. Who is Michael Jeffrey Jordan? Josh, this isn't about your grades, mom says. How you behave going forward is what matters to us. I love Christmas. Can't wait for your mom's maple turkey, Dad says. Trying to change the subject and break the tension. Nobody responds, so he continues. Y'all know what the mama turkey said to her naughty son? If your papa could see you now, he'd turn over in his gravy. Ah! None of us laughs. And then all of us laugh. Chuck, you are a silly Chuck, you are a silly man, mom says. Jordan, we want to meet your new friend, she adds. Yeah, invite her to dinner, Dad agrees. Filthy and I want to know, who's this girl that's stolen JB? Stop that, Chuck, mom says, hitting Dad on the arm. What is, I'll think about it, JB replies, kissing mom, dapping Dad, and not once looking at me. So this is the letter that Josh writes to his brother, and it took me 7 days to write it, and it's a poem you can read 4 different ways. Here's the first one. Dear Jordan, without you, the goal seems broken, like puzzle pieces I can no longer fit. Help me heal, slash with me, like 2 stars, like 2 brothers together. P.S. I'm sorry. All right, you got that? All right, here's the right column. Dear Jordan, I am empty with no net. My life was shattered on the court. Can you run with me like we used to? Stealing sun, burning up. P.S. I'm sorry. All right, now I'm gonna read them together. Dear Jordan, without you, I am empty. The goal with no net. Seems my life was broken, shattered like puzzle pieces on the court I can no longer fit. Can you help me heal? Run with me, slash with me like we used to. Like 2 stars stealing sun, like 2 brothers burning up together. P.S. I'm sorry. Oh my God, that's genius. 7 days. Oh, you want to hear it backwards? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. This was the hardest one. P.S. I'm sorry. Together, burning up, like 2 brothers stealing sun, like 2 stars, like we used to. Slash with me, run with me, help me heal. Can you? I can no longer fit on the court, like puzzle pieces shattered, broken. My life was seams with no net. The goal, I am empty without you. Dear Jordan. I don't know if he read the letter, but this morning on the bus to school when I said, Vondi, your head is so big, you don't have a 4-head, you got a 5-head. I could feel JB laughing just a little. No pizza and fries. The spinach and tofu salad Mom packed her my lunch today is cruel. But not as cruel as the evil look Miss Sweet Tea shoots me from across the cafeteria. Even Vondi has a girlfriend now. She wants to be a doctor one day. She's a candy striper and a cheerleader and a talker. Sometimes like you hear the music and it just like gets you and you just feel it. And you just gotta stop and let it soak in. She's a candy striper and a cheerleader and a talker, and she claims that Vermont has the best tomatoes, and they come in all colors, even purple, which she tells me is her favorite color, which I already know because of her hair. This is still better than having no girlfriend at all, which is what I have now. Uh-oh. While I'm on the phone with Vondi talking about my chances of playing in another game this season, I hear panting coming from Mom and Dad's room, but we don't own a dog. I run into Dad's room to see what all the noise is and find him kneeling on the floor, rubbing a towel in the rug. It reeks of vomit. You threw up, Dad? I ask. Must have been something I ate. He sits up on the bed, holds his chest like he's pledging allegiance, only there's no flag. Y'all ready to eat? You okay, Dad? I ask. He nods and shows me a letter. Dad, was that you coughing? I got great news, Filthy. What is it, I ask? I got a coaching offer at a nearby college. starting next month. A job? What about the house? What about mom? What about me and JB? Who's gonna shoot free throws with us every single night, I ask? Filthy, you and JB are getting older, more mature, you'll manage. And what's with the switch? First you want me to get a job and now you don't? What's up, Filthy? Dad, Mom thinks you should take it easy. For your health, you know? I mean, didn't you make $1 million playing basketball? You don't really need to work. Filthy, what I need to get is back on the court. That's what your dad needs. I prefer to be called Josh. Please don't call me Filthy anymore. Oh, really, Filthy? I'm serious, Dad. Please don't call me that name anymore. You gonna take the job, Dad? Son, I miss Swish. I miss the smell of orange leather. I miss eating up cats who think they can run with the man. The court is my kitchen. Son, I miss being the top chef. So yeah, I'm gonna take it, if your mama lets me. Well, I'll talk to her about this job thing, since it means so much to you, Dad. But you know she's really worried about you. Josh. Okay, you talk to her. And maybe in return, Dad, you can talk to her about letting me back on the team for the playoffs. I feel like I'm letting my teammates down. You let your family down, Josh. He's holding his chest. So what should I do, Dad? I asked. Well, right now, you should go set the dinner table, Mom says, standing at the door, watching Dad with eyes full of panic. Behind closed doors, we decided no more basketball, Chuck, Mom yells. Baby, it's not ball, it's just coaching, Dad tells her. It's still stress. You don't need to be on the court. The doctor says it's fine, baby. What doctor? When did you go to the doctor? I go to a doctor a couple times a week. WebMD. Are you serious? This is not a joke, Charles. Going online is not going to save your life. Truth is, I've had enough of this talk about me being sick. So have I, Chuck. I'm scheduling an appointment for you. Fine. I shouldn't be so worried about your heart. It's your head that's crazy. Crazy for you, little mama. Stop that. It's time for dinner, Chuck. Who's the man? And then there is silence, so I go set the dinner table because when they stop talking, the girl who stole my brother is her new name. She's no longer sweet. Bitter is her taste. Even worse, she asked for seconds of vegetable lasagna, which makes Mom smile because JB and I can't get with this whole better eating thing, and we never asked for seconds until tonight when JB's still grinning and cheesing for some invisible camera that Miss Bittersweet Tea-Holes asked for more salad, which makes Dad laugh and prompts Mom to ask, how'd you two meet? Surprisingly, JB is a motor mouth, giving us all the details about that first time in the cafeteria. She came into the lunchroom, it was her first day at our school, and we just started talking about all kinds of stuff. And she said she played basketball at her last school, and then Vondi was like, JB, she's hot. And I was like, yeah, she's kind of pulchritudinous. And for the first time in 15 days, JB looks at me for a split second. And I almost see the hint of a smile. Things I learned at dinner. 1, she went to night hoop camp for girls. 2, her favorite player is Skylar Diggins. 3, she can name each of the 2010 NBA champion Lakers. 4, her dad went to college with Shaquille O'Neal. 5, she knows how to do a crossover. 6, her AAU team won a championship. 7, she's got game. 8, her parents are divorced. 9, she's gonna visit her mom next week for Christmas break. 10, she lives with her dad. 11, she shoots hoop at the rec to relax. 12, her mom doesn't want her playing basketball. 13, her dad's coming to our game tomorrow to see JB play. 14, she's sorry I won't be playing. 15, her smile is as sweet as mom's carrot cake. 16, she smells like sugar plum. 17, she has a sister in college. 18, her sister goes to Duke. When the last plate is scrubbed, the leftovers put up, and the floor swept clean, mom comes into the kitchen. When is dad's doctor's appointment, I ask. Josh, you know I don't like you eavesdropping. I get it from you, Mom, I say, and she laughs because she knows I'm not saying nothing but the truth. It's next week, she says. School's out next week. Maybe I can go with you to the doctor. Maybe, she says. I put the broom down. I wrap my arms around her and tell her thank you for loving us and Dad and letting us play basketball and being the best mother in the world. Keep this up, she says, and you'll be back on the court in no time. Does that mean I can play tomorrow in the playoff game? Don't press your luck, son. It's gonna take more than a hug. Now help me dry these dishes. Coaches talk before the game. Tonight I decide to sit on the bench with the team instead of the bleachers with Dad and Mom, who's sitting next to him just in case he decides to act churlish again. Coach says, we've won 10 games in a row. The difference between a winning streak and a losing streak is 1 game. Now Josh is not with us again, so somebody's gonna have to step up in the low post. I sit back down on the bench and watch JB lead our Wildcats to the court. When the game finally starts, I glance up at Dad and Mom, but they're not there. When I look back at the court, JB is staring at me like we've both just seen another ghost. Josh's play-by-play. The team's in trouble. If they don't find an answer soon, our championship dreams are over. Down by 3, they're playing like kittens, not Wildcats. With less than a minute to go, Vondi brings the ball up the court. Will he go inside for a quick 2 or get the ball to JB for the 3 ball? He passes the ball to number 29 on the right wing and tries to dribble out, but the defense is suffocating. They're on him like black on midnight. He shoots it over to JB, who looks up at the clock. He's gonna let it get as close as possible, as close as possible. They've got to miss me right now. Vondi comes over, sets a high pick. JB's open. He's gonna take the 3. He's gonna take the 3. It's up. That's a good looking ball there, but not good enough. It clangs off the rim. The buzzer rings, and the Wildcats lose the first half. Text messages from Mom, part 1. 7:04. Dad wasn't feeling well, so we went outside for some air. Back soon. 7:17. I think we're heading home. At halftime, let your brother know. 7:45. Home now. Dad wants to know the score. How is Jordan doing? You okay? 7:47. Y'all hang in there. The second half will be better. Hi to Alexis. Get 7:47. A ride with the coach or Vondi. Yes, Dad's okay. I think. See you soon. 7:48. I shouldn't have said I think. Dad's fine, just tired. He says don't come home. 7:48. If you lose. The second half. Vondi strips the ball at center court, shoots a short pass to JB, who skips downtown, zips around, then double dips in the bowl. Swoosh, man, that was so cold. We're up by 2. These cats are balling. JB's on fire, taking the score higher and higher, and the team and coach and Alexis, we're his choir. Wildcats, Wildcats. My brother is Superman tonight, sliding and gliding in the rare air, lighting up the sky and the scoreboard, saving the world and our chance at a championship. Tomorrow is the last day of school before Christmas. Tonight, I'm studying. Usually, I help JB prepare for his test, but since the incident, he's been studying alone, which has me a little scared because tomorrow is also the big vocabulary standards test. But don't say that word around Mom. She thinks that standards are a lousy idea. So after the game, I go home and pull out my study sheet with all the words we've been studying and my clues to remember them, like heirloom. As in, Dad treats his championship ring like some kind of family heirloom that we can't wear until one of us becomes the man. I put 8 pages of words on JB's pillow while he's brushing his teeth, and then I turn off my light and go to sleep. When he climbs into bed, I hear the sound of ruffling paper, and then his night light comes on, and I don't hear anything else except thanks. Let me hear y'all say, yeah, Amy.
Yay.
Say it like you mean it.
Yay.
Coach comes over to my table during lunch, sits down with a bag from McDonald's, hands me a fry, and Vondi a fry, bites into his McRib sandwich, and says, look, Josh, you and your brother need to squash this beef. If my 2 stars aren't aligned, there's no way the universe is gonna be kind to us. Huh? Vondi says. My brother and I, Coach goes on, got into a bad fight when we were in high school, and we've been estranged ever since. You want that? Then fix it, filthy. Fix it fast. We don't need any distractions on this journey. And while you're working on that, give your mom something special this holiday. She says you've served your sentence well, and that she'll consider letting you back on the team if we make it to the championship game. Merry Christmas, Josh. Estranged. Adjective. The interruption of a bond. When one person becomes a stranger to someone who was close, a relative, a friend, a loved one, as in Alexis's mom and dad are estranged. As in when I threw the ball at JB, I think I was estranged from myself, if that's possible. As in, even though JB and I are estranged, Dad's making us play together in a 3-on-3 tournament on the rec playground tomorrow. School's out, but Mom has to work late. So Dad picks us up. Even though JB's still not talking to me, Dad's cracking jokes and we're both laughing like it's the good old times. What are we getting for Christmas, Dad? JB asked. What we always get. Books, I reply. And we both laugh just like the good old times. Boy, your talent will help you win games, Dad says, but your intelligence, now that will help you win at life. Who said that, I asked. I said it. Didn't you hear me? Michael Jordan said that, JB says, still looking at Dad. Look, boys, you've both done good in school this year, and your mom and I appreciate that. So you choose a gift, and I'll get it. You mean no books? I asked. Yes. Nope, you're still getting the books. Santa's just letting you pick something extra. At the stoplight, JB and I look out the window at the exact same moment we pass by the mall, and I know exactly what JB wants. Dad, can we stop at that sneaker store in the mall? Yeah, Dad. Can we? JB echoes. And the word we never sounded sweeter. The phone rings. Mom's decorating the tree. Dad's outside shooting free throws, warming up for the tournament. Hello? Hello? Hi, Josh, she replies. May I speak with Precious? He's busy right now. Well, just tell him I'll see him at the rec, she says. And now I understand why JB's taking his second shower this morning, when he barely takes one most days. Basketball rule number 8. Sometimes you have to lean back and fade away to get the best shot. When we get to the court, I challenge Dad to a quick game of one-on-one before the tournament so we can both warm up. Ooh, I feel like I need the ball for this. Isn't that a cool ball? My hands are kind of... When we get to the court, I challenge Dad to a quick game of one-on-one before the tournament so we can both warm up. He laughs and says, check, and then he gives me the ball. Psych. But it hits me in the chest because I'm busy looking over at the swings where Jordan and Miss Sweet Tea are talking and holding hands. Pay attention, Josh. I'm about to clean you up, boy. I pump fake him, and then I sugar shake him for an easy 2. I hear applause. Kids are coming over to watch. On the next play, I switch it up and launch a 3 from downtown. It rolls around and around and in. The benches are filling up. Even Jordan and Alexis are now watching. 5-0 is the score. Third play of the game. I try my crossover, but Dad steals the ball like a thief in the night. Camps out at the top for a minute. What you doing, old man, I say? Don't worry about me, son. I'm contemplating, preparing to shut you down and all your player hating. Son, I ever tell you about this cat named Willie I played with in Italy? And before I can answer, Dad unleashes a killer crossover, leaving me wishing for a cushion. The kids are off the benches, on their feet hollering, oh, whoop, whoop. Meet the press, Josh Bell. Dad laughs on his way to the hoop, but then at noon, in the gym with Dad. At noon, in the gym with Dad. People watching, players boasting, me scoring, Dad snoring, Gad snoring, crowd growing, we balling, me pumping, Dad jumping, me faking, nasty shot, nasty moves, 5-0, my lead. Next play, dribble, bounce, dribble, steal. Dad laughs, palms, ball, you okay? Dad winks, watch this. He dips, sweat drips, left, y'all, right, y'all, I fall. Crowd wild, Dad drives, steps, strides, runs fast, hoop, bound, stutter, steps, let loose, screams loud, stands still, breath short, more sweat, grabs chest, eyes roll, ball drops, Dad drops, I scream, help, please, scream, please, Sweet Tea dials cell, Jordan runs, bring water, splashes face, Dad, nothing, out, cold, I remember gym class, tilt, pinch, blow, pump, still nothing, blow, pump, sirens, blast, pulse, gone, eyes shut.
Kwame and Amy will share the crossover in 5 episodes, with 1 episode being released each day. We'll have a playlist on nea.org/crossover. Educators can also head there for tools and tips on how to use this story concert or book in a middle school classroom or library. Thanks for watching.